You asked for it. Here it is. It's a podcast from Apathetic Enthusiasm.
I'm going to the beat.
Oh my gosh. It's like you practiced this.
Is this my beat? Is this the song's beat?
You practice to the beat of your own drum.
Is this the beat of the world? I'm tuned in.
It looks like you're using a shake weight, Chelsea.
That's not like no, that. Because I'm making this heart.
Yeah.
Which I've never seen from the other side. It actually does look like a heart and looks pretty good. So I always think it looks kind of dumb when people do it.
I do like that, right? It's like Superman.
Oh, it looks like a Stussy.
Oh wait,
See a Superman.
Oh, there it is. Superman.
Oh, it looks like an orgy. It looks like a bunch of people having sex.
If you don't know what we're talking about, go to ApatheticEnthusiasm.com/YouTube.com/ApatheticEnthusiasm and check out our videos over there. We do every single video of this show is over there. You can watch it, every single one of them.
We just record you and I, though, not like video record you and Dexter.
I talked to him about that, and he said, "Yeah, I'd be good with doing video."
I heard him say that, yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, get me out there, bro."
So I don't know if we're going to do that, but the option is there. But yeah, welcome to Our Real Relationships. I am Brandon Cruz, and with me is the effervescent Mrs. Chelsea Cruz.
Stop.
I've never said that before.
No.
I may never again.
I'll take it though. The one time, it's nice.
And on this podcast, we talk about movies that we share relationships with in some way, shape, or form, whether it's personal relationships or tangential themes.
Business relationships.
Movies that we saw on flights while we were on business trips. But
movies that we were forced to watch because we love the person who wanted us to watch the movie.
Yeah. We were forced to, and look at us now talking about it.
Look at us.
I hate you,
Who'd
Dad.
Thought? Well, not your dad.
Oh, not you. I'm talking to Randy right now.
Oh no, he doesn't listen. Your dad doesn't listen to this podcast.
They wouldn't even know how to find this podcast. Like they would go to I went to ApatheticEnthusiasm.com/YouTube/ApatheticEnthusiasm.
And I ended up voting for Trump.
Damn you, Dad. No, he wouldn't have done it. He's peace and freedom party all the way.
How are you feeling, Brand?
I'm doing pretty good. We went to Mexican food before this, and it was a nice little meal. I just ate guac and chips.
Yeah, you weren't too hungry. What was going on with you?
Oh, I ate lunch earlier.
Okay, but do you not normally eat lunch?
Nope. I barely ever eat lunch.
What'd you have for lunch? I don't know why I didn't ask you this at dinner. Like, why aren't you hungry? Why aren't you eating? But I wasn't suspicious. I just let you do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I went to Finney's with Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's a big lunch.
Yeah, this was one of those days where I'm like, hey, you want to go get lunch? And that I never do that.
That means beers.
Beer. But also wings. Just because I don't know, I was like, I'm hungry. I want to go to lunch.
Yeah.
Plus, I was arguing with people, so I was like,
"Oh, you had an angry lunch."
No, it wasn't angry lunch. It was perturbed lunch.
Oh, okay.
But anywho, yeah, I'm excited about this episode.
Me too,
because it's thematic to this time of the year where kids.
It's
thematic.
Oh, I thought you said it's a matic. Like, I thought you said a word I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's thematic. It is in theme with.
We do laundry there.
Okay.
Kids all across the nation are deciding, hey, we have to do this, otherwise our parents will get nasty grams on the.
What happens in August?
Stays in August.
No, that was a question mark. It wasn't a comma. Oh. What happens in August?
We go back to school.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back to school, Chelsea.
I just made the dog bark.
And we are talking about back to school on the episode today. But before we get into the details, let's do our standard fare. Housekeeping. So
knock, knock, housekeeping.
Over at ApatheticEnthusiasm.com/YouTube/ApatheticEnthusiasm.com.
Oh my God.
Go check out our videos. Bluesky.
Who do you think you are? Peter Sagal?
Bluesky. We actually got a comment on Bluesky recently. actually.
Was it from Peter Sagal?
It wasn't from Peter Sagal. No, it was from Roland Deschain, which is a Stephen King reference. Royland Deschain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know who you're talking about.
Still making my way through the backlog. I'm catching up between audiobooks on episode 12 now. I'm pretty sure that's Jeff, but not the point.
Wait, what's he talking about?
He's talking about episodes of this show.
He's catching up on episodes of this show?
Yes, of this
He's
show.
not up to date?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, he is in for a treat because he gets talked about in 90% of the episodes.
Pieces of shit for breakfast. So you're going to go on Bluesky. We're also on Instagram. I'm at Barnyard Cruise. You're at Chels to the Sea Cruise. And then we also have our Instagram, which is Our Real Relationships. Okay. With
Boom. Done.
Our Real Relationships podcast at gmail.com. You can go ahead and shoot us emails there. We get some emails weekly, generally from the people that we're donating money to. It's usually a receipt, but we do get emails.
But it's so nice that they have someone on task for that to send you a little thank you note.
And shout out to the folks who sent us an actual letter in the mail saying thank you to for donating. Was it Dream
Foundation?
Yeah.
I don't remember if that's exactly what it was, but I'm going to say it. Dream Foundation.
Yeah. So anyways, thanks to them. Making a difference $1 at a time.
We can only hope.
And hopefully you will help us out in that cause. But to start off with back to school, let's go into this donation. So we picked this one because, hey, it's all about going back to school. It's about paying for kids to go to school. We want to make sure our money goes to a good place. So Scholarship America is the charity that we chose. Scholarship America aims to eliminate financial barriers to students' dreams. For more than 60 years, they've worked with sponsors of all sizes to craft flexible, custom scholarship programs that connect organizations' missions with best-in-class solutions. So
they've given millions in scholarships. Millions.
None to me or to Chelsea. So you're lucky we're giving you any money, Scholarship America.
Oh my God, that's so mean. That's what our letter to them said. Here's some money, you lucky sons of bitches.
You're lucky we even found you, garbage people.
Oh my gosh.
So scholarshipamerica.org is where you can go. And how much are we going to donate to them this week?
So we watched Back to School. Rodney Dangerfield goes to college. He joins his son at college, and the dean tells him, well, sir, you're 3 times the average age of the 3 times the age of the average freshman. And we did some math and figured out that would be 54. So we're going to get 54 doll hairs. 54
doll hairs. That's right. Scholarshipamerica.org.
Is that the most we've done so far?
It's close to, if not the most.
Yeah. We try to keep it around 3.
We usually try to keep it around the fee it costs to donate money.
However much we get on your Patreon that week that we just donate.
I go to the organization and I see, okay, I'm going to donate like $5. And if the fee is like $1.38, I lower it to $1.38. And I just match the processing fee.
God. You're a monster.
Well, I learned it from business class.
Okay. Well, you didn't learn it from charity class. That's
true.
What we're all about here, is given to people who need a little boost.
That's right.
We'll give you the tiniest boost we can give.
The one that we can afford and write off on our taxes at the end of the year. Okay. So
dang, bro, are you okay?
I am okay. No, we're doing it back to the school. Like I joke about that, everybody. Look, I don't give them any money. That's the truth of it. Okay.
God. And it sounds like you're in a hurry. Do you have a lot to say about this movie? So you're trying to rush the front end?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about, we did the housekeeping. Now we're moving on, you know?
Move on.
Now we got to move.
Let's move on.
Now we got to move on to the alcoholic beverage.
Drinks.
This marks week 1 of Chelsea saying, me actually listen to Chelsea when you say, hey, we should do this drink. I have an idea for a drink. And usually I'm like, I got it.
Hey, it can't be week 1. That can't be true.
Shut your mouth.
Okay.
No, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Sorry. You're not telling it to me now?
Yeah, no, please keep talking.
Okay, continue.
Okay. this might be one of the few weeks where I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do.
It's
do your
because
drink.
ChatGPT gave me the drink, and so it's week one of you accepting a suggestion from ChatGPT.
Yeah, and mostly because we went to dinner and like, it's fine, it's fine. Plus ChatGPT, what they do is just like, hey, oh, you want a themed drink? I will just
call it Barnaby's drink and put vodka and soda in the same glass, and this is Barnaby's.
The back to school cocktail beer. It's like
it's boring.
Yeah. But anyway, so you came up with ChatGPT for this drink. What is this drink, Chelsea?
It's the Triple Lindy, which is the big time dive done in Back to School by Rodney Dangerfield. So it's a shot, which I don't know. We might have done one other shot on the podcast, but
like
we're not normally shot people.
Manischewitz, I think.
But so it's supposed to be layered. I tried it earlier to layer it, and it made a huge mess. And it's a beautiful layering of grenadine on the bottom, blue curacao in the middle, and vanilla vodka on top. And thank you. I'm gonna put that in your own camera instead of covering up my face.
I still have to cross over to your camera to do it for me.
So we'll see how this is probably going to taste super duper sweet.
Yeah.
I'm imagining.
Cheers. Triple Lindy.
Triple Lindy.
It's impossible.
1, 2, 3. Cheers to the microphone. Clunk. Hachi machi. You can taste every single layer separately as they go down.
I've had worse shots.
It's not that bad.
I will really admit I've had worse shots.
The first bit that hits you is just vanilla vodka, so it's a little burn sensation. But then the grenadine
then the curacao was like, oh yeah, I don't like this alcohol. And then
it's almost a red, white, and blue shot, which is nice for 4th of July, but it's red, blue, white. What flag is that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But you can go to jail for a year for burning it.
Belgium. I don't know. You know what? Our sister-in-law, Chella, is really good at identifying flags. Did you know that? I feel like that's a secret talent that she has.
That's great. Yeah. Shout out to Chella, our sister-in-law.
She never listens. And the other drink that we brought with is
Gatorade.
Gatorade, because if you're going back to school, you're drinking lots and lots of Gatorade.
Yep.
And what does a gator who has no money need? He needs Gatorade.
That's right. Which came from like Miami Hurricanes or something like that. It's like a Florida thing, but just like I did in college, I spiked mine with tequila. You
did not.
Mm-hmm.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Is mine? Oh, cheap. Okay, so we are talking about the 1986 movie Back to School. It's rated PG-13, which I'm not sure if it surprised me or not. But when I saw, it did surprise me, and I'm not sure why. I guess I'll say that. And it's directed by Alan Metter. And I wrote David Metter. And I'm not sure why I wrote David Metter either.
I never met her.
Metter never
damn near killed him.
There we go. That's what it was. Wrecked him. So director Alan Metter, as we were watching this movie, I thought to myself, and I might have said it out loud, what else did he direct? Because I like this movie so much. What else did he do? Well, I looked that up for you all.
What did he do?
Well, he did a lot of Olivia Newton-John music videos.
School to Back.
No, he didn't do the reverse, like the Memento version of Back to School. He directed Making Xanadu, the musical fantasy movie. I know, we love Xanadu.
I don't. I've never seen it.
He directed Police Academy Mission to Moscow.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What a classic.
I don't even know what number that is.
It's not important.
And the Growing Pains movie in the year 2000.
Oh my gosh.
But also one movie that I do like, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, with Sarah Jessica Parker and Helen Hunt. Oh, that's a good movie.
Damon Wayans and Jeff Goldblum.
That's Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so that's what Alan Metter did.
Is that the one with Carrie and like her friends, and they're like, oh, let's have sex in the city?
No. Close though.
Damn. I get confused by it.
It's like 1980. I don't know, 8 maybe.
Okay. Mannequin 2 on the Move.
No, what are you saying?
I'm just picking movies.
You're just doing a weird word association.
Yeah.
He also worked a lot with Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Steve Martin, Jimmy Walker. So he's a comedian's kind of guy. So in this movie, he works with Rodney Dangerfield, and I guess that's just his jam.
Is he still around with us today?
I didn't write down his death date or whether or not he had one.
Or if he is dead. Well,
or if he is dead. You look it up.
I will.
So he's the director, Alan Metter. But it was written by, it's like 6 different people. 3 of them were on the story and 3 of them were on the screenplay. But the big names were that Rodney Dangerfield himself co-wrote the story, and Harold Ramis co-wrote the screenplay.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. It does have a very Meatballs vibe to it.
I love that movie, Meatballs. Wait, you haven't even seen Meatballs. Stop your face.
Alan Metter died in 2020.
Ooh, you know what? A lot of people I was looking up for this movie, it's like, oh, they died in 2022, 2023, 2024. So a lot of these people have just
shoot. It's the back to school curse.
Maybe everybody I feel like has passed fairly recently. Not Dangerfield. I think he passed in like 2004.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anyway. The other person who wrote on it was this guy named Greg Fields, and he wrote on In Living Color. He was like the head writer from maybe 91 to 94. I don't know if he was the head writer that whole time, but so it's that kind of humor, that kind of comedy.
It does have a very Fire Marshal Bill feel to it.
Does it? Explain.
Because there's a white guy who's
doing that's things. All it needs.
Yeah, because you're talking about In Living Color. Like Jim Carrey was the star of that show.
Sure. When we're watching LA Confidential, like, look at that white guy. This is a very Fire Marshal Bill type of movie.
American History X.
Brandon, had you seen this movie before?
I have. I've saw it maybe 1 or 2 times before.
Not with me.
Yeah, with you. Yeah. When like,
you lie.
No, I don't lie. Like when we first got married, we watched it together.
I don't remember that at all.
And I barely remember the movie. But I do remember.
Must have been right when we got together then, because we don't remember anything from 22 years ago.
Yeah, this movie, this is one of those movies that makes me think of you.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's because I know that you like it, and I watched it with you. I had never seen it before. Rodney Dangerfield was not somebody that I was like, oh, I want to watch Rodney. No respect. Like,
well, that's a good impression.
Those are never things that I'm like, the caricature of Rodney Dangerfield, like, that's good enough.
Have you seen any other movies with Rodney Dangerfield in it?
I mean, Caddyshack.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Chelsea.
But what I saw, I got you a present. I don't remember if it's birthday or present or Christmas or whatever it was, but I got you Back to School, the vinyl by Danny Elfman.
That's right, with Oingo Boingo.
That's right.
Not by Boy Oingo. It's by Oingo.
So I got you that vinyl for it, and it make just same thing with the Sting. Like whenever I see a vinyl, I'm like, oh, that's a Chelsea vinyl.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's Xanadu.
It's good music. It's good music, Bert.
Yep.
It's good music in Back to School.
Mixed reference.
Yes, sorry. That's what is that? Night of the Living Dead or Return of the Living Dead? Return of the Living Dead.
Good question, Bert.
Good question, Bert. Rodney Dangerfield plays Thornton Mellon, which is a spectacular name for a fancy guy. His birth name is Jacob Rodney Cohen. Did you know that?
I didn't.
He's a Jacob. He's not a Rodney at all. And then I thought, oh yeah, well, obviously Dangerfield is not his last name. That's ridiculous, Chelsea. How dare you think that that's his real last name? But he doesn't look like a Jacob to me at all. And then when he became a comedian, he performed as Jack Roy. And then he changed it to Rodney Dangerfield. He looks more like a Jack than a Jacob.
Yeah.
But definitely a Rodney.
It reminds me of that one guy I worked with. His name was Jake, but it was spelled Jack.
That's misleading.
It is very much so. He's like, actually, it's Jake.
Like, really? It looks like jerk to me. It looks like it's pronounced, there's a silent R. Not a silent R. A silent R, you would say. Yeah. That's the opposite of what I just did.
It's a silent R. Erg.
It's silent J. Ergamer. Did you know that Rodney Dangerfield was in Natural Born Killers?
No. Did you know that was one of Travis's parents' favorite movies?
That movie. I don't know that I've ever seen that full movie. It always reminds me of Travis whenever I think of it, because I know it's like Travis's like family staple movie.
Yeah.
Which is partly like, oh, that's nice. You guys all have a movie. And then like, well, that's fucked up. But I didn't realize Rodney Dangerfield was in that, and he plays like a serious, not so nice guy.
No. Or the Cruise family movie was Sophie's Choice.
No, it was Fatal Attraction.
No, it's not. That's not the family movie. No, Sophie's Choice is it, right? Because it was always me and Tim, and my mom's like,
there's 3 of you. There's not.
Well, he wasn't there all the time. We had to make a new movie. Like it turned into 3 Ninjas Strike Back.
Okay. When there were only 2 sons, it was Sophie's Choice. Then when little Brett was born 10 years after you, then the movie became
three Ninjas Attack of Ninja Mountain or whatever it is, where they're like a
3 Ninjas Fight Back.
No, I didn't know that about Dangerfield.
Which part?
Any of it?
I know.
Yeah,
he was in Natural Born Killers.
Yeah,
but it made me want to watch the movie.
Yeah. Start your next fact with, I don't know if you know this about Rodney Dangerfield.
I don't know if you know this about Rodney Dangerfield, but he was married twice to the same woman.
Oh my gosh. What was her name? I don't know.
Mrs. Dangerfield. Both times.
It was not. Was it?
I predicted you were going to ask me that question, and I prepped that answer because I don't know what her name is.
Okay. All right.
I didn't bother looking it up, even though I thought you might ask me that question.
Well, thank you.
And I don't know if you know this about Rodney Dangerfield, but he rapped in an 80s music video called Rappin' Rodney, and they got nominated for a Grammy. So I don't know if you knew that.
That one I definitely didn't know.
Okay, I'm hitting you with a lot of pretty cool trivia. Am I not?
You are. Is that the last of it? Is that the last of things I don't know if I knew?
Well, the last one might be kind of obvious. He did win a Grammy for his comedy album, No Respect. But that one, that's all my Rodney Dangerfield info.
Never heard of it.
I had a lot of Rodney Dangerfield info because I got excited to look him up. And then I realized I know nothing about him.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him either. Is he a writer? He co-wrote this movie.
Did?
Yeah. So what I would say, I want to talk about his character, Thornton Mellon.
Yes.
Right? Because
let's do it.
Him and his son, like he is such, and we'll talk about his son, that actor, in a second. But like,
he's next on here. I have like 2 facts.
coming into this movie. I've seen it once, maybe twice. And when we started watching it, like as we're starting to watch, we're going through the credits. You're telling me what you're telling Dexter about how the relationship between him and his son is just so wholesome, and he's a good person, and like in my head, I have this idea of kind of a like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison type of character
that you thought Rodney Dangerfield was going to be in this movie.
Like character wise, of like the person goes back to school, they're kind of obnoxious, they're doing their thing, like Arthur at the beginning of Arthur.
Yeah, like Happy Gilmore. I see. Not Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. Yeah.
And so then like starting the movie right away, he's not like a Tommy Boy type of character where he's stupid. He's like he has to go back to school, otherwise he's not going to get the family business.
Right.
He has the family business and he's successful. He's super successful, but he's going to go back to school anyway to support his son. And
not even to help his son, just for like moral support.
Yeah, like you don't think you can do it? I'll go back to school too.
Yeah.
And that's so fantastic. And that's a plot that I don't know if I've seen really be repeated anywhere in any other movie or TV show.
I agree. Even their relationship, this kind of loving, respectful relationship between the father and son. They're not embarrassed of each other. They're not ashamed or afraid to say they love each other in front of other people. That's not shown very often in movies.
No, and the son is every once in a while a little bit embarrassed, and is honest.
He's the right amount of embarrassed.
Yeah. And is honest with his dad. It was like, it's the first day of class. Go easy on him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, the time he gets like embarrassed is when the female teacher comes in. She's hot stuff. And she's Hidden Valley Ranch hot. And she starts she's telling, like doing a poem or whatever it is that she's doing. And his dad just yells, yes, yes, in the middle of class. So yeah, he's the right amount of embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed.
Yeah. Yeah. When like the first day of class with like the villain teacher, and I say it loosely, right? Because he's not really.
He's British, so he's obviously the villain.
He's smarmy. Oh, hoity-toity Brit. You know, like the first day of class, this guy teaches business, and Thornton is a business. He has a successful business, and so he's talking back. He
knows the ins and outs.
He's talking to the teacher, and he, like, all the students are turning around to listen to him talk instead of the teacher. And then, you know, the teacher shuts him down eventually. He's like, I was just trying to help.
Yeah.
You know, but his son then was like, yeah,
go easy.
Just go. It's cool. You know, it's the first day.
Yeah. I mean, but he says those things, and he doesn't say them with like a brattiness or, you know, a huge eye roll or an attitude. He says it with love in his voice all the time. When they speak to each other, there's always a loving tone.
Yeah. Towards the end of the movie, when there is the conflict between the father and son there, you know, there is a blow up, but then like the next scene, you like, they're still interacting like they love each other, right? It's not like they're like, I'm not talking to him ever again.
It's all very, like, I feel like realistic. It's not over the top for the son to be like, okay, my dad is infringing on my space. And he even says it to his dad. You're here. It's too much. Thank you for doing it. I love you. And that's sweet of you, but it's too much.
Mm-hmm. And in that scene when he's saying that, if he had been more open with his dad earlier on, and like wasn't like hiding that resentment leading up to it, I think that interaction would have been different. Like Rodney Dangerfield's character would have been like, I'm just here to give you support. If you don't want me to be here, I won't be here, but I will always be here for you.
Yes.
You know, versus the blow up that we do see in the movie. Because that's just how their relationship was. Like,
but I think that's really typical of like real. I mean, I think it's very realistic to have this kind of like any kind of relationship. You kind of go along with the other person for as long as you can sometimes. And then you kind of like, oh, I can't anymore. I tried to be nice about it, but I can't. So I think it was true to life the way it all happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. And I like that the son comes around and he's like, he does love me, and he's there for me, and it resolves in a way that everyone's happy.
No, I was so glad that Dexter watched it, and because I think it's such a good model of a father-son relationship, and even just a model for how fathers should be, how sons should, that's not the right word, but like a healthy father, a healthy son, all their relationships all around them, I felt like were handled healthily. So it's a silly kind of a frat boy comedy, but also has a lot of heart and really good morals in it. Like
even at the start of the movie, maybe we'll talk about the other characters eventually, but
I'm ready, Bruddy.
But you know, Adrienne Barbeau, he's married to Adrienne Barbeau, and she's a money grubbing punk ass bitch, right?
Okay.
I was gonna say bitch first, and I was like, no, I should say punk ass in the middle.
Yeah. Dead ass bitch.
And so he had been married to her for like 5 years in the movie.
Oh, one of my favorite lines. She gives good headache.
And eventually, she's throwing a party. It's awful, and he's like, he doesn't want to be there. And then he divorces her.
Mm-hmm.
And earlier, just a few minutes earlier, the son was like, "No, don't come out to the college, Dad. Don't visit me. It's fine." And so after Rodney divorces his wife of only 5 years, not the mother of his child, he's like, I put too much effort in like focusing on her. I let her take me away.
He says, I'm sad that I let her come between me and Jason. That was the worst part.
Yeah. And like, that's another thing, like the realization of like, what is important and what's not important. And like it's so much heart, and it speaks to,
it's really nice. I love that he's having a big board meeting at the beginning, and then the phone rings and he dismisses everyone. We have a lot of stuff to do. He's like, it's my son on the phone. Just love it. It starts out very sweet, even from the very beginning.
Yeah. So let's do you want to talk about this? Well, let's talk about Adrienne Barbeau. Let's get her out of the way.
I don't have anything about her.
She was in Swamp Thing.
Okay.
She was in Creep Show.
Yes, she was.
She was in The Fog.
Yes. Because I did just like kind of the main characters, and then I just wrote all the list of the like kind of cameos that were in it.
Very sultry voice. That's what she's known for.
Yeah, crazy brows.
Buxom.
Is she?
I feel like she's buxom. I think like in Swamp Thing, maybe there's a lot of
I think she's wearing buxom aids.
Yeah, just like what's her face in Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, I mean, honey, I'm buxom. These ladies are faux buxom.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're working it out.
They're buxom-esque.
All right, so we won't talk about Adrienne Barbeau except that she was in this movie.
But his son is played by Keith Gordon.
Okay.
Who actually left acting. He didn't do very much after, he did Christine and he did Back to School, and there was like one other thing he did, but then he left to become a director.
Oh.
So he's actually directed episodes of Homeland, Fargo, Better Call Saul,
cool.
Dexter. He is still out and around and still doing his director thing.
Do you know what the two movies I recognize him from are Christine, of course, another John Carpenter film, but Jaws 2.
Oh, that's right. He is in Jaws 2.
Yeah. And I was like, hey.
And he makes it through to the end.
He does. He sure does. He's got that like newsy cap. He's one of the newsy cap people. Okay, so
that guy's name is what?
Keith
What did
Gordon?
I say? Keith Gordon, yeah. The next person I have on my list, Burt Young. He plays Lou. He plays Paulie in Rocky.
Yeah.
He got nominated for an Academy Award for Rocky.
Yes, he did.
But then he got nominated for 2 separate Razzies for Rockies 4 and 5. Come on. You meanies. It's Burt Young. That's not his real name. It's Gerald Tommaso DeLuise. Some such thing.
That's too bad. Yeah, like in the Rocky movies, he's a weird supporting character who is also kind of a drunk and also kind of toxic. And Adrienne is his sister.
Oh, I never realized that was the connection.
Yeah. And so like that's how Rocky meets Adrienne, is because it's like, it's my sister, or something like that. But he's good in this. Like he is not an outgoing actor.
No.
But his presence there is when he says stuff, when he talks to Keith Gordon at the end, he's like, your
dad looks out for you.
You need to look out for him.
Yeah.
Just a simple exchange. And like, if he said that to me without even knowing who I am or my relationship with my dad, I'd be like, yeah.
I know. If he just stopped me on the street and said something to me, I'd be like, words of wisdom. Thank you, sir.
You're right. I do need to take care of my dad.
Oh, good old Burt Young. And he was a boxer. He used to be a boxer.
Really?
And is a former Marine. But yeah, and like a classical, like he's a painter. He's like a big artist and everything like this. But he kind of got put into this tough guy role just because he's from Queens, eh?
Yeah.
What? That was Canadian. He's from Queens, huh? Queens, New
Put
York.
another shrimp on the barbie in Queens, eh?
Hey, over there, hey.
Hey.
So
Not mine.
we went all over the map at this point.
Okay, so Burt Young. We also have the guy from Deliverance.
Ned Beatty, yes. I don't have him at the top of my list. Towards next on my list, I have Sally Kellerman.
Yeah, but let's talk about Ned Beatty.
Okay, Ned Beatty.
Because I brought him up.
He was the dean.
Mm-hmm.
Who did he play? Dean what?
Dean Martin.
Dean Martin, which is such a
easy joke.
An easy joke, but it's not easy for every generation. Dexter didn't get the joke.
No.
I'm pretty sure I didn't get it the first time I saw the movie either in 1992. I don't know.
I like
topical.
I like his character, who just like he's just so apologetic for everything because
he's so pathetic.
He's like, yeah, no, I mean, we got money, so
I don't think you understand the actual amounts here. He's the kind of guy that like puts his hands together when he speaks, or like he like barely clapped, but no one else was clapping, and so he just kind of faded out.
Yeah,
he's such a dope. But yeah, from Deliverance, that's where everyone would know him from.
Yeah.
What a different role.
I think is he in Network? I feel like he's in.
That's a good question. Everyone always brings up Network, and it's a movie I haven't seen.
It's such a prescient movie.
They reference him in the Blair Thumb. The Blair Thumb movie. And are y'all movie people? Because they're all in the forest. Do you know Ned Beatty?
Yeah, he is a Network.
Okay.
I don't know where.
That's with Faye Dunaway?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know where I pulled that out, but
good for you. It was in your cerebrum.
All right, let's go back to the one that you wanted to talk about.
Sally Kellerman.
Sally Field.
Sally Kellerman. She has this she talks like this. Everything's like this.
She talks like this. How do you?
She's almost British, but she's not British. But everything her ass is all run together.
You just have to keep your teeth clenched together when you're talking.
She's the Hidden Valley Ranch lady.
Yeah. Which is a reference that no one will get.
Houlihan in MASH.
Huh.
Didn't know that.
You know what I don't like about
doing her voice made my throat hurt.
She's pretty, but also like there's some. This is so shallow of me, but I just have to point it out. Like the teeth, it's like there's like gray in between her teeth. It's like, did she have dentures or something like that?
I don't know. I just know she got a big mouth.
It's just fucking like this all the time, and it's like
she got gray gums.
Yeah. But you know,
that might be a vitamin deficiency. I don't know if we could falter for it.
She'd still get it. That's all.
She can have it.
Yeah,
she can get it. She also played Natasha in a movie called Boris and Natasha.
Like Rocky
and Bullwinkle. Okay. You'll never guess who played Boris. This is such a fun fact to me.
Jason Alexander?
No, that was a different. That was in the Rocky and Bullwinkle remake in like the 90s or something, or the early 2000s. But no, playing Boris in this one, Dave Thomas. Picture Dave Thomas as Boris and her as Natasha, and it makes me want to watch that movie.
Yeah.
That's a fun.
Yeah, she's okay. The thing that we talked about it as the movie was going on, like she's dating
Philip Paxton Whitehead,
and she's going on dates, and she tells Rodney Dangerfield, I'm going on a date with Philip.
Yeah, I can't come to your party because I'm gonna be on a date.
But then she goes to the party, and Rodney is in a spa with scantily clad women,
like you do,
and she's like, she walks in and she's like mad at him.
I know, not fair.
Like, that's what,
not fair.
Look, just because I have 5 women and you have one frumpy dude.
Which I will say, I was talking to my parents about this movie and saying that Rodney Dangerfield in it is like, really, he is a classy guy. Everyone's like, you have no class, but he is kind of a classy guy. And then I had to prove it to them because my mom's like, when was he classy? I'm like, Okay, so he invites Diane, Sally Kellerman, to his dorm party. And she says, well, I'd love to, but I have a date. And then he says, bring him along. And I'm like, that's the classy fucking move right there.
Yeah.
You say to a lady, and we even said that to Dexter, like, that's a classy move.
But even before he says that, Keith Gordon says that to the other actress.
But where do you think he learned it from?
That's what I'm saying is like the son says it first to that girl. And that was the first time she's like, hey, my dad's throwing a party. She's like, oh, I've got a date tonight. I'm like, oh, well, bring him along.
Yeah.
Like he says that first. And then a couple scenes later, Dangerfield says that to Sally Kellerman.
That's true.
And like, that's
such a classy move.
Mhm.
Like, bring your boyfriend with you. There's no girl or woman I can think of who would be like, no, we're not. Be like, oh, okay, we will go.
Because it's like there's no ill feeling there, right? It's like, yeah, I do have a thing for you, but I'm not gonna not offer you the invite now that that I know you have a date. Like, bring him along. The invitation is still there, because regardless of my feelings for you, I still like you. So come on over.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Let's just be friends, right? Brandon, we played that game before. We're just gonna be friends.
Yeah. And I failed the test because now we're married.
Now we're married and we both failed it. Darn it. We're bad at this friends game.
Who is Keith Gordon's girlfriend, love interest?
Terry Farrell plays Valerie.
From Porno for Pyros, and they started Lollapalooza back in the mid-90s.
What are you saying to me?
That's Perry Farrell.
Oh, okay.
Porno
like,
for
oh God, I
Pyros,
don't have any of that stuff written down.
Jane's Addiction, Perry Farrell.
Jane says,
Mm-hmm.
no, she was in Star Trek Deep Space Nine from 1993 to 1998. So a lot of people might know her from that. She played Lieutenant Dax.
Okay.
And everybody knows her from that. But she's also in Hellraiser 3. Do you remember Hellraiser 3?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
she's the main character in.
It's possible.
Oh, so I was like, where do I recognize this girl from?
Okay, good. I was wondering if I was hoping if I wrote that down that you would recognize her from that.
Because I was like, was she in Christine too as well? Like was she the love interest in Christine as well? She's not, but that's what I was thinking. Horror film. So yeah, Hellraiser 3. Okay.
There you go. So that's Terry Farrell. And then Emmett Walsh plays the swim coach.
Mm-hmm.
And Coach Turnbull. What did you recognize him from, if anything?
I recognize him. If maybe I recognize him from that documentary about. You might remember me from.
Do you recognize him from Blade Runner? Because I know you know that movie better than I do.
Vaguely.
What about The Jerk?
Vaguely.
Okay, and he's also in Critters.
What is he in who is he in The Jerk?
I don't know. These are not movies I recognized him from. I just wrote them down to see if you would. What I recognize him from is this movie in the 90s called Camp Nowhere. And it had my man, Jonathan Jackson, and he was on all the teen beats and like hot top 12-year-olds and things like that. And he says, so the kid, Jonathan Jackson, owes him some money. And so he gives him like $500 or whatever. And Emmett Walsh says, you're a little short. And then the kid says, well, you're a little fat. And I think of that line all the time and I say it often. And that is what I recognize Emmett Walsh from, Camp Nowhere.
His face is so familiar, and I know I've seen him in things.
I know you've seen him.
I know. I don't remember what.
Unless maybe he just like looks like one of my relatives.
Did you know that he's in one of your favorite animated shows?
I don't know. What show?
Guess which one?
One of my favorite animated shows has got to be either like Futurama,
Yukon,
Adventure Time.
Uh-huh.
Is it?
What character does he play in Adventure Time?
He's a character in Adventure Time?
Yeah. From 2012 to 2015.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Peppermint Butler. I don't know.
Cosmic Owl.
He's Cosmic Owl.
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that.
I don't know that character, but yeah,
I do.
He's Cosmic Owl.
Whenever they have a dream, if the Cosmic Owl's in it, that means it's a premonition. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Thank you for telling me that.
Look at me going to IMDb. he died in 2024 at the age of 88.
I know. I told you everyone died like recently. It's weird.
Yeah, that's too bad. All right.
We got tons of cameos in this movie. William Zabka, who everyone knows as the bad blonde guy from Karate Kid.
Karate Kid, yeah. And
he plays Chaz.
Cobra Kai.
Which is like the worst name you can have in the 80s movies.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about Ned Beatty.
Yep.
Sam Kinison is in it. He plays Professor Turgison.
We are not going to do any Kinison impressions for you here because
they're so good.
Because I don't want to blow out the speakers.
I don't think I could do a Sam Kinison impression. He's so his own thing.
Yeah.
He does the best scream in the comedy biz.
And I always thought that he died of an overdose, but he died in a car accident.
Oh no. Well, that's both things are sad.
Yeah.
But cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
No, I because I didn't really know much about Sam Kinison.
I think his dad was a preacher, and I think that he was going to be a preacher.
Yeah. And he didn't want to go into the preaching, so then he went into comedy. But I remember him from Married with Children. That was the first time I remember seeing him and him yelling, and I think he died kind of around that time
in the 80s.
No, he died in
the 90s.
He died in 92. 92. He was Oh, no, that's 56. He was accidentally hit by a truck.
Oh God, this is a fun story.
No. Okay, let me go. Oh, here we go.
Well, you got a video for us?
Having divorced twice on April 4th, 1992, Kinison married his longtime girlfriend. She worked as a dancer, blah, 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 blah. They vacationed in Hawaii. They returned to Los Angeles as Kinison had to prepare for a performance at the Riverside Resort Hotel in Castañeda. Later that day, Kinison's Pontiac Trans Am was struck head on by a pickup truck. The driver of the other vehicle was an inebriated 17-year-old boy. So, look, that kid will never go back to school.
Oh, Jesus. How do we come back from this?
Well, let's talk about the movie a little bit. Sam Kinison's dead.
Yeah, he is.
My favorite part of his is like him.
He's only in it like that one part, or like 2 parts he's in it.
And he is like talking about Vietnam, and then he's talking about how passionate about history he is, and going
sacred,
and going at Rodney Dangerfield, and it's like, why do we pull away from the 38th parallel in Vietnam or in the Korean War? And what he says something like, because that pussy Truman wouldn't let Eisenhower go and wipe him out. He's like,
wipe out those commie bastards.
Like, yeah, I like you.
Good answer. Good answer. I'm going to watch you. And I know nothing about history. So I was just like, I'm so glad I'm not in that class because I'd get yelled at a lot. But so much of this stuff, I'm going to talk to Dexter about this too, but like so much of this stuff about going back to school and being in the classes gave me like, panic attack, a little mini panic attack. The teacher's like, okay, here's what we're going to be doing this semester. We're going to build a company from the ground up, and we're going to manufacture a product, and we're going to da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like,
well, so we got a couple minutes left. I want to ask you about going back to school, right? So Melon, the movie starts off, it's played by the older brother. The younger version of himself is played by the older brother in the Wonder Years.
Jason Hervey. Yes.
And
he's also in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
That's right.
I was born ready. Roll.
That's my bike.
And Monster Squad.
The father tells young Melon, like, a man's nothing if he doesn't get an education, right? And so then you fast forward. Now we see Thornton, he's old. Has a successful business, the Fat and Tall or whatever it is.
Tall and
Fat stores, successful. Then he goes back to school. That part gives me anxiety of like starting, like not starting from scratch necessarily, but like going into a wildly unfamiliar place, and a place that you're uncomfortable. It's like me starting a math class. If I'm going to jump into an algebra class, I'll be like, oh, F. So for you starting school again, what were some of the main challenges for you going back to school, like starting over again? Like
every semester is a challenge because every time I'm like the oldest person in my class. So it's scary every time. And this semester taking a couple of classes that have a lot to do with technology, and I'm not technologically adept. So it's intimidating.
When Philip gives Dangerfield shit for, like he's 3 times the average age of a normal freshman, there's some ageism there. Does this movie and seeing Thornton in there, like, even though it's a comedy, sure, like it's not super realistic, does any of that give you some kind of feeling inside about your ability to go back to school?
Well, I was thinking when he says that to him, you're 3 times the age of the average freshman. I was thinking that there definitely was a time where it would have been really bizarre to see an older person in college. Fortunately, a lot of people before me have broken through that boundary. And so I'm not as nervous about being like the old person in class. But being the oldest person in class, for me anyway, does usually mean that I am a little less technologically like inclined than the other young people in my class.
How do you, referring back to the scene, the first day of class, and all the kids looking at him when he's talking about business, how do you think the kids feel about you being in that class?
Oh, who knows? I have blue hair and a nose ring, and they might think I'm just like trying to hold on to a younger version of me. I have no idea what those kids think about me, to be honest.
It feels like the kids gravitate to you to some extent, right? Because like, oh, look at you! You're in school right now. Like you're an older person.
I'm
like,
a very non-judgy older person, and that's a very safe space for a young person to have like a parent-aged person who is very supportive. Is a very safe space for a teenager in college. So I kind of fill that role, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I want to shout out.
I'm happy to do it.
I want to shout out the other woman in our lives that I am proud to know, which is your mom, who went back to school.
I did.
And she
at 40.
At 40, and she became a valedictorian.
She was.
And so, like you talk about yourself, and you talk about, being raised and all these experiences. And I just want to say that, you have a lot of your mother in you. And,
can only hope.
And, like you take after her a lot. And there was probably times that she thought she couldn't do it. But she did it. And
she did. She killed it.
And you will too. And all of you who go back to school will, unless you suck and you fail.
And if you do, that's okay too. I'll be your safe space to tell you that that's okay. You don't have to pass college to be a good person. That's not what makes you a good person.
That's right. As we can tell from the finale of this film, where Rodney Dangerfield doesn't actually graduate, but he's the first.
He does though. He passes. He gets like 40s and an A.
He passes his freshman year, but he gives the speech for the graduating class.
That's true. I'm gonna yawn.
So I'm pretty sure that he doesn't do college ever again after this year.
You're done. Get out of here.
Give us our building. Get the fuck out. So anyways, final thoughts on back to school.
So let's mention the charity.
Okay. So of course, our charity is Scholarship America. You can go to scholarshipamerica.org. We're donating $54. And yeah, if you want to donate $54, just send it to us first. We will.
We'll sift through the money to make sure it's real doll hairs.
Preferably bills.
I like quarters.
Yeah, don't send it to us digitally. But yeah, scholarshipamerica.org.
If you haven't seen this movie, give it a shot because it is really funny. There were definitely parts where the sense of humor tended towards the 80s and Dexter would turn towards one or the other of us to be like, well, that's not PC. But there's very few parts like that for a 1986 movie. And it's really just a really funny movie with a sweet message.
Yeah, I think the only part that I was like, oh, was when he walks into where he thinks his son is staying in the dorms. And it's like a sorority instead. And he goes in the shower. He's like looking for his son. And it's like, oh, it's a girl. And oh, there's a boobs. And then the door closes and he opens up the boobies. Then he opens up the door again. Like, oh, just making sure.
He goes, you're perfect.
Yeah, that's right. That was the only part like,
the only part I was kind of like, was when he shows up to school in his bathrobe. And they're like, because he wants to join the diving team. And they're like, you could have changed in the locker room. And he's like, you don't change in front of guys. Next thing you know, you're pinned to a sophomore named Chip. And I'm like, a gay joke. I get it.
No respect for the gays. Yeah.
But I have a feeling that if Dangerfield were still doing comedy today, that he would be pretty progressive and on point with tolerance, and he wouldn't be making those kinds of jokes.
Yeah, I agree. Well,
he seems like he was a good guy.
That is our episode. Thank you all for listening. Let us hit up old back to school. Let us know what you think over at our social medias. Again, Barnyard Cruise,
Chell to the Sea Cruise, or
Our Real Relationships podcast, or email, or on Bluesky, Our Real Relations. You can do that. Shoot us a note. Also, Bob Carroll noted to me, oh, that's what I got to do.
Shoosh.
That's what we got to do before we leave. I'll pull it up, but he reminded me that Spotify podcasts, there's comments. You can do comments on Spotify podcasts. So I was like, how do I get notifications for that? Because I don't. I figured out how to do it. So if you listen to us on Spotify and you leave a comment, we will get that and we'll send it off. So
yay for us. And now we're gonna play a special voice memo from a very special friend / guest of ours, Mr. Bob Carroll.
Bob Carroll, yeah. I'll put it in post. Probably won't get this on the YouTube video, and that's okay, Bob. We're still gonna play it. We're gonna play it on the audio version of it. But I do want to say about Bob before we do the audio piece to close this out. We asked him. We said, hey, check out The Cabin in the Woods for us. Yes. Let us know if we're just jaded with horror or if it's something.
Is it scary to people who think scary movies are scary?
And so we asked him, and here's what he says. All right, done. First 40 minutes were tolerable, but I was just waiting for it. Then it got a little scary. Biggest scare was in the van. That got me. I forget what.
Oh, I remember because the zombie crawls in. It gets into the camper. You forget that the zombie crawls in there, and so then all of a sudden it's in the back of the camper. It's a jump scare.
So he said that got me. Then just incredibly goofy after that. Yes, the jump scares got me, and I had to look away a lot. I will say that knowing who some of the actors were made me just view them in other roles I know, so it wouldn't be real.
So he's like, look at Thor. Look at Thor go.
I would watch if there was a sequel. And he said, there can't be a sequel, right? ? And he said, once it goes silly, I can do silly gore. And when I mean do, quote unquote, it means I can be in the same room when it's on and look away. So So
I just am so excited that he went out of his comfort zone and watched a movie that he wouldn't normally watch, but he watched it because we challenged him to watch it.
Yeah. Bob Carroll is wonderful. We appreciate you. Send us about $200 and we'll put your name. Bob Carroll presents Our Real Relationships.
He's a treasure.
But now we're gonna close out, and while we close out, Chelsea, any final thoughts?
Nope. Just as soon as this is over, you're gonna post that Bob interview, right?
Yep.
His commentary.
It's gonna go right at the end of this video.
Sweet.
I just need to find a picture of Bob to put out there. But we are going on vacation this week, so there will not be a new episode next week.
That's right.
We are going on vacation, so we will probably watch Forgetting Sarah Marshall when we come back, to kind of make into the closeout.
We're going to Hawaii.
Or 51st Dates, which I've never seen, and I don't really care.
We're not watching that movie.
Okay, yeah. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. So we're gonna do that, and but you'll just have to wait.
Have to be patient.
All right. Well, thanks, Chelsea. Let's get out of here. Bob, take it away.
Hi, I'm Bob Carroll, and when I heard that my favorite podcaster on the planet, who is both full of wit and one of the most charming people I know, was starting a new show and that her husband was going to co-host it, I was all in. I've been a listener since day one, and according to my math, that's roughly 106 days. Now, I hear on your show there's a running gag that I'm not a big fan of the horror genre and that it's too scary for me. I would like to set the record straight. That is 100% the truth, and I close my eyes during movie trailers. But I face my fears and I listen to your Cabin in the Woods review, so I'm not ready to be an ostrich just yet. That's your bad pun, not mine. Now, it took me a week to build up the courage to listen to it, but I realized it was something that Dexter really wanted to watch, and it would be definitely too scary for me. Would I watch it? Maybe, with all the lights on and plenty of breaks to press pause, and alone because I don't want anybody to watch me watching it. Also, I didn't know Matt didn't enjoy scary movies either, so maybe Apathetic Enthusiasm is ready for the long-awaited spinoff of the Manly Men Review Scary Movies with the Lights On podcast. It would be a huge success. We'd surpass 5 listeners in last one episode when I refused to watch Saw 5 on week 2, and it gets into another lengthy contract dispute where I again demand naming rights to sponsor the show. Anyways, I shall watch this soon and answer the question of, was that really scary, or I'm just really numb to all this? As always, love you, miss you, love the show. P.S. When I went to save this message, it auto-corrected Cabin in the Woods to Canine in the Woods, and I maybe peed a little.